What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Curtis Zone. I, of course, your amazing host, Dylan J. Curtis, ask that you get in that comment section down below and, of course, hit that like and subscribe button. You want to know why? Because today we are doing a very special How Powerful Would Someone Be episode. We're doing an episode on a character that doesn't get enough love in the DC universe, and his name is Bronze Tiger. Benjamin Turner, the Bronze Tiger. We have asked ourselves, how powerful would Bronze Tiger be if he had the powers of Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Gambit from X-Men, and Bloodshot from the Valiant universe? Now, really don't be shy here, guys. Get in that comment section down below and tell us how powerful you think the character would be if he had all this stuff combined to his own power, okay? We're doing this. Why? Because Bronze Tiger does not get enough love in the DC universe, okay? Come on. This is the only black guy in comic books whose only superpower is the fact that he knows martial arts. Come on. Now, before we get started, some news. Here's some news from the world of comic books. It has been reported that DC has created yet another Lantern Corps called the Lanterns of Sorrow. I don't know the oath yet, but I gotta say, it does seem like it's a little bit depressing. This next piece of news from the world of the MCU, they have announced that Nightcrawler will be getting his own solo series. I personally don't think it would be a terrible idea because X-Men, they did a good job with X-Men 97, so hey, who knows? It might work. This is the final piece of news. A live-action Ben 10 is currently in the works with Tom Holland as the main character. And it has been reported that the movie will involve time travel, just like with the Danny Phantom movie, so get ready for that. Now let's get started with this episode. And remember, hit the like and subscribe button. We're talking about how powerful Bronze Tiger would be if he had the powers of Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Gambit from X-Men, and Bloodshot from the Valiant universe. This is going to be a while, but it's a very important one. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and remember, get in that comment section down below and answer the question that's in the description if you want to qualify for my giveaway contest. Because as you know, that's still going. Now, let's get started with his origin. Now, for those of you who do not know how these How Powerful Would Someone Be episodes work, I, your amazing host, Dylan J. Curtis, tell you a little bit about their origin and give you a little bit about how powerful they currently are. Then I tell you how powerful the things that they're going to be added to their current powers are. And then you, the viewer, leave in the comment section down below how powerful you think the character would be. Let's start with Bronze Tiger's origin. Now, here's the thing about his origin. It has been changed a lot across the years. His original origin was pretty good. Then you have his New 52 and then his DC Rebirth origin. I'm going to be sticking with his original origin because it's similar to Bruce Wayne. That's how I think that they should be connected. Bronze Tiger, aka Benjamin Turner, grew up in an upper middle class family in Central City. He had a loving mother and father until age 10 when he saw a burglar assassinate his parents while they were sleeping. But unlike Bruce Wayne, he took revenge right away. He butchered the guy with a carving knife, and he was sent to an orphanage because, well, his parents were killed. Because of his violent urges, Bronze Tiger turned to martial arts, beginning in Taekwondo. He did it as a way to control his violent urges and to teach himself discipline and respect. He would eventually learn under the eye of the O-Sensei along with Richard Dragon and Lady Shiva. Skipping a little bit here and there, Bronze Tiger would eventually find himself brainwashed into work for the League of Assassins, but he was broken out of his brainwash by Richard Dragon, and he would eventually turn to Special Agent King Faraday, who allowed him to join the Suicide Squad as a way to make amends against the League of Assassins. And the rest is history, my friends. As far as his powers go, Bronze Tiger is considered to be the best black karate man in comic books. This is due to the fact that Bronze Tiger has been trained in multiple forms of armed and unarmed combat by the O-Sensei, the League of Assassins, and the CIA. He has stood up to Deathstroke, he has fought Richard Dragon to a draw, and he's beaten Batman on twice occasions. In the original comic books and in Tom King's New 52 runs on the Batman comic books. My personal favorite of his superpowers is the fact that he has the power to control his blood. He can control his bleeding so that he can take a longer beating. When he stood up to Deathstroke and Deathstroke cut him multiple times with a sword, he was able to hold back his bleeding so that he could take a longer beating and stay longer in the fight. Also, the only reason he was recruited for the Suicide Squad is because of his martial arts prowess. His original job in the Suicide Squad comic books was the same job that Katana had in the Suicide Squad movie. His job was to watch Colonel Flagg's back. He was Colonel Flagg's bodyguard. Another thing you should know about his powers is the fact that he can charge up his chi to be like solid granite, like Karate Kid. However, he only uses it on his fist so that he can punch through anything. More specifically on his knuckles so that he can punch anyone and hit them really hard. I'm the only one who loves Bronze Tiger. I might be the only guy who loves Bronze Tiger. But hey, that's just me talking. Let's talk about the powers that he's going to be using, starting with Zuko's powers. Now here's the thing about Zuko. He's considered to be the Fire Prince, which means that he's a firebender in Avatar: The Last Airbender, which means that he can excite atoms to where they combust and turn into fire. He also has the power to charge up his fists and feet with fire so he can punch anyone and make it look like fire bending. He's been trained by his uncle Iroh in martial arts and in firebending. And his firebending abilities are so good that he defeated Azula and he can fight the Avatar to a draw. Also, Zuko has the ability of lightning manipulation, meaning that he can redirect lightning right back at you once it's shot at him. A skill that he put to the test when he went up against his father, Fire Lord Ozai. I love Zuko, alright? He's one of my favorite anime characters, but that's just me talking. I don't know about you guys. Now, here's the thing about Gambit's powers. Gambit has the ability to charge up anything with kinetic energy and turn it into an explosive device, but he mostly uses his playing cards. He said, and I quote from X-Men Evolution, "It's like having 52 explosive devices at your fingertips." Now, here's the thing about Gambit. He can charge anything he touches with kinetic energy and turn it into an explosive device. He once charged water itself as if it were an explosive device. Now, he can also hold back the charge for as long as possible or charge anything higher than its normal parameters, turning it into a nuclear bomb if he wanted to. A skill that he put to the test that we saw in X-Men 97 when he took out that giant robot. I mean, come on. Did anybody else see that? Now, here's the thing about Bloodshot. You may recognize Bloodshot from the Vin Diesel movie, or you may recognize him when they did a How Powerful Will Someone Be on him, which you can find somewhere up here. I don't really know. Here's the thing about Bloodshot. He has the power of nanotech. He's a military-trained nanotechnology wielder. His entire body is nanotech, and he is a walking dead man. He has the power to regenerate anything from a knife wound to a severed limb. Imagine that power in the hands of Bronze Tiger. Add this to the fact that he's also military trained and a genius level intellect, and boom, you got yourself one amazing assassin. And just like that, another episode of the Curtis Zone is now at a close, ladies and gentlemen. I ask that you get in that comment section down below and tell me how powerful you think Bronze Tiger would be if he had all this stuff combined to his own power. Also, remember, my contest is still going on, alright? So get in the comment section and answer the question that's in the description below. I personally cannot wait to give away all this stuff. I love giving stuff back to the fans of the Curtis Zone. Now, as always, I want you guys to give it up for our sponsors, Coastal Waste and Recycling. And as always, remember to get in that like and subscribe button. Because as you know, I'm going to be back with more content. More of my smiling face, more of my afro, and of course, more of my bouncing pecs. Get in that comment section, like and subscribe. I'll be back. I love you all. See you soon.
See